Hi, everybody. It's Bonnie's Writer Life, and today we are going to try to get some productivity sprints in today, some writing sprints. And today, this is one of my first live streams of the new year. And so I plan on streaming on Mondays. And if you would like to join us, please do. And I'd like to introduce you to my guest. Sako, would you like to introduce yourself?
Howdy, Howlers. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, I strongly recommend checking out this channel. And if you are interested in becoming a witchier witch, I recommend checking out The Witch of Tilwith Teg, where I have coffee hours every morning, where I read books on the craft. I would love to see you.
Wonderful. And if you would like to leave what you're working on in the comments, that would be great. And I see one comment here. Hi, Devin. Thank you for showing up.
It's officially a writing stream, even if it is a pop-up. That is awesome.
It's a writing stream for me no matter what, because I am determined to get some things done and work on this manuscript. So I am currently still in the midpoint of my story. So it looks like I am going to be writing some scenes where the antagonist troops are battling.
So. Dun, dun, dun.
I know. It's so handy. I have this outline right next to me on
oh, cool.
So it keeps me on track where I need to be.
That's awesome.
So, and I can mark it as I go. So are you ready? You want to do a 20-minute sprint?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see if I can do this. I know I can. I'm just here we go. Let's see. I have it up.
Sweet.
And are you guys ready?
Ready.
Stretch, right? Oh, I heard that pop already.
Yeah.
And, 3, 2, 1, sprint. So how did everybody do?
So far, so good.
Nice.
I finished Orla's audiobook thing.
Nice.
I haven't recorded yet, but I finished the writing part. And then I'm starting Kent Sean's short story.
Oh, nice. Oh, sorry. Have that in the background. That's awesome. I thought about Orla's anthology. I was checking it out a little bit, and I got a little intimidated when I saw everybody's audio versions of it. I was like, oh, maybe not yet.
Aww,
I saw your last one, and I look forward to viewing all those.
cool.
So, yeah, that's a really cool thing that she set up.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think you should partake. I think you should.
It's a lot to take on if you haven't done
Flash fiction before.
Well, an audio version of it or recording yourself or anything like that. It's one thing to write it, it's another thing to read it online for everybody. So I'll get there.
I'm so used to reading it loud anyway.
You're here. I'm looking up at you a little bit. I'm short, so I tend to be looking up to people quite often.
Hey now, I'm only 5 foot.
I'm almost 5 foot. So, but I did pretty well. I got half a page of type single space, and then I've switched over to dictation, which is moving quicker, and I can drink my coffee. So I think I'm going to do that for a little while.
Cool.
The only downside to that is there's more corrections that need to be made when you go back,
like typos and stuff, right?
Yeah. But you can get it in pretty quick and then reread and just. I know they say don't edit directly after, but if you're using dictation, I suggest right after, before you start the next section, go through, because the dictation does mess a lot of things up, and I don't like to go back and have so much to fix. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're doing pretty well too.
Yeah.
And I see no comments in here. So do you want to keep going, or?
Sure.
It's just me and you, babe.
Just me and you, babe.
All right. I think I'm going to I did plan on streaming till about 2 or 2:30.
Okay.
But if there's not too much comments, we can just keep going. And if you want to do like maybe 3 or 4 sprints, if we're not super chatty, then we'll just keep going.
We'll just keep going.
You can do it.
Co-working stream.
Yeah. And this is actually, I think, only my 3rd time ever going on StreamYard Live.
Oh.
So the first time was with Charlie, and then one set of writing sprints I've done, and this is my 2nd set of writing sprints. So I know. Ooh.
Wee baby.
You might be seeing a lot more of me on Mondays in 2021, because I always feel like I need a nice boost on Monday. And I'd love to get more people to join in the sprints also. So I'm going to set this up if you're ready.
I am ready.
All right. And I'm going to do the AuthorTube 20-minute book cover. Let's see if I can get that.
Oh, the Joanne Ninja Hen one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so good.
I like that one too. And it makes me motivated to have a book in the next one or another one.
Look, my Hope's chest is on there. Yay!
I know. I'm so happy. So many great AuthorTubers and authors and writers on here. And so let's continue to work and be one of them or stay part of that. And ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Woo. Woo.
How'd you do?
Good. Made some progress. Got some notes back from Amber about the formatting, which is weird because I didn't notice like any weird incongruencies that she's mentioning, so I'm not sure.
That could be good then. If there's nothing weird she's mentioning, or she said there was an issue.
She decided there was an issue, but she says it's not like it doesn't look the same as the others, but I don't know why, because it doesn't look that way to me. But
are you pretty good with the formatting usually?
Mhm.
I'm okay with the nonfiction because I've written in similar patterns, and so I think I'm doing fairly well with this because I'm writing it wrapped to a page format, and then I move it over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty much writing it how I want the spacing and everything to be.
Right.
Currently, so should be pretty good. Besides adding in like chapter titles and then going back and putting page numbers and things of that nature.
Sure.
So feeling pretty good. The dictation today is pretty good with the coffee because I feel like I'm starting to pick up because I'm getting coffee in me now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got I know. I got quite a bit done this morning, and I told myself, oh, I'm gonna start streaming on Mondays because Mondays are my toughest day to get going.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of my days where I have free time, the most free time. So that's today. I'm feeling pretty good so far. Are you going to continue to work on the same project, or are you moving into something else?
I am hoping to at least sum up this scene, and then I'll go back and look at the things for Amber's book and
Oh, nice.
See what I can fix.
Very nice. I'm going to try to push through, and I'm so tempted to do a word count because I feel so productive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, maybe by the end of the stream, because I'm trying to do it only once a week, but right now I'm like really interested because it's moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
So it's those times when it's not moving very quick that I get,
hung up on.
hung up about the word count when I'm struggling a lot, but I feel like I'm in a good flow.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But would checking self-sabotage?
I think it would, because I'd be like, oh, I did so much today. I don't have to do anything else for this week just to meet the weekly goal.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? And then I'll think, oh, I don't need to do it today or tomorrow. And then like next thing you know, it's Thursday. And I'm like, what the heck happened this week? What happened? Oh, I was ahead on Monday. Yeah.
Which is why the daily goals are great, because then like you just maintain your, if you get ahead on one day, you just maintain your lead.
Mm-hmm. Like, I try to follow Brian Tracy.
Yeah.
I believe it was Brian Tracy, and he said 2 rotten stinking double space pages a day.
Oh.
That's like the saying. So long as you push yourself to do 2 rotten stinking double space pages a day, you're okay. So I try for that. And right now I'm writing single space, so I'm doing okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I listened to a lecture. I'm pretty sure it was him that said that. I mean, I'm not perfect. I could be wrong. I follow a lot of people, but I'm pretty sure it was him. The same person who said, eat that elephant one bite at a time.
I've never heard of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. A productivity. They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Yeah. I think that's Brian Tracy, and he does a lot of things on productivity, like the 2 rotten stinking double space pages,
Yeah.
He talks a lot about just not burning yourself out and keeping momentum in the process.
Progress over perfection. You know what I mean? Like,
is there such thing as perfect though? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't think so.
There just has to be a stopping point. There has to be a stopping point. And I know a lot of authors who are
Yeah.
not yet published
Can we get
because they can't reach that. They can't stop editing. Like,
Mhm.
so every time you write something big like a novel,
Mhm.
you learn more. You become a better writer by the time you reach the end of the book.
For sure. For sure.
So when you go back and you edit, you are editing a writer who wasn't nearly as good as you are now.
Right.
Right? So, and each time you go through that, you become a better writer and you become a better writer and you become a better writer. So, like, that story might, like, you revise that story over and over and over and over again. And it is now no longer the story that it once was. It is now a completely different story. However, that it is revisions only that have done this. And I know people who like do 7 drafts, 8 drafts, 9 drafts, and I'm like,
You know what the problem is? I haven't put a novel out to publish yet. And so what happens is I've written manuscripts, I'm writing, and then I'll let that settle for a while and start a new project. And then when I go back to edit, I want to burn that because I feel like I'm already writing better than I was before. So it's like, how do you get out of that momentum, especially if you're still finding your place? You know what I mean? Of thinking like, okay, I'm going to let this set. I'm following the process. And I've done all this work and now I wrote a new project and I'm ready to go back with fresh eyes and edit this. And you're like, but my new project is already so much better. And it's a tug of war a little bit.
Which is why my cutoff point is 3.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you and BC talking, so I know you guys have quite a different process. I'm interested in seeing how that book turns out too, that you guys are working on together.
Talking
about how many drafts,
I streamed tonight, so we're in revision mode and we're fleshing out things. So I streamed tonight to basically write in that file, and right now we're on track. Like, we're on schedule to eventually release in September.
That'll be awesome.
So
that's awesome. It's got to be nice to have a teammate too, who has been through the, you've been through the publishing process of indie publishing, and BC has also, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And so
she's both a traditional and she's a hybrid.
Okay. Both, right?
Yeah. So, but it's less the experience, because like I've been writing since I was like 8, right?
I've been writing a long time too. It's different to upload and publish though the process than just writing. There's a lot more to it, obviously.
There is a lot more to it, but I've always like edited my work, and I usually stop at 3 times.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, but I also have the luxury that sometimes I will go back and read old work and be like, this is pretty tight. I don't actually need to change any of this.
Yeah, that is nice.
But
you've developed your style too. So it's,
I have written enough that I have developed a style.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's 10,000 hours, man.
Yeah.
10,000 hours.
Oh, yeah. I don't think my problem is the writing part. I think my problem is like the technical aspect end of it with the publishing and the different apps and things like that. It's not the actual writing of the stories. It's maneuvering around all the technology, I think, for me. So that's what I'm trying to work on better this year. But writing
what's your plan? Are you gonna like release on KDP, or are you like,
I think I would self-publish. I'm very far off from publishing fiction, but I do have a nonfiction hairstylist manual that I plan on publishing this year that is almost all the way done. And I feel really good because I just got my new license in the mail today, so I can keep my credentials on there.
Yeah.
Just got renewed, and that's going to be really helpful for a lot of people. And I have 20 years experience in that field also,
Hmm.
plus business stuff. But now I just want to write.
Yeah.
Responsibilities and writing. That's my life. But, I really got this great story journal going.
Great.
Yeah, and if anybody's doing that kind of stuff too, this is what I'm gonna work through. Like each character has 4 different threads, story threads, and so I'm trying to incorporate that together or decide if each character should I make it. The first book is obviously going to have them all, but I was thinking maybe doing it series where each character had a book from their point of view because it's so much stuff that I'm writing in here.
Sure.
If I'm doing 4 story threads for multiple characters, it makes sense to me to cut it down a little bit and use those different threads for different series books.
Sure.
If that makes sense. I'm just trying
It
to.
certainly does. Especially if you have so many characters.
And I'm doing such a.
So you do like 1 thread per book, basically,
For
or
one
like
character's.
one character's POV.
Yes.
You know, so you can go through all four threads.
Yeah. I'm still playing with that right now. I'm currently writing from just one character's point of view. But I'm very tempted to do multiple POVs. But when I was brainstorming that idea, I thought if I want to do multiple POVs, why don't I just make each series book from, because it's about these 3 sisters, the family, and a bunch of this other stuff. So if I did each book from the point of view of each sister, because their characters are so different, their internal conflicts are so different, where they travel through the story is such different places of positions of where they are in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're trying to get to each other in a certain way. So I don't know. I'm still
third close, maybe.
I'm working.
You know, so that way, it's still third person, but the reader only knows as much as the character does.
Right.
So anything that they learn, the reader learns simultaneously, right? Which is usually how I like to attack it.
Well, there's definitely stuff about the other characters, but very little focus on their specific part of the journey versus the mains. You know what I mean? The main character, it's mainly about how they travel through the situation.
Mm-hmm.
There are other people involved in the situation.
Yeah. I have like 4 threads that I need to write for, like, I need arcs for 3 characters, 4 characters maybe, that I haven't written yet. So
how do you come up with your arcs?
I basically come up with the inciting incident, first plot point, second plot point, third plot point, climax, and epilogue. So I basically do like a rough outline that way, and then I flesh out. I do kind of like a snowflake sort of situation where I flesh out from those 6 points.
Nice.
And
that sounds pretty cool.
And then I thread them all together, like with Post-it notes and stuff.
Nice. It's so interesting to hear how other people do it, especially, when you're always learning. Like
and I don't know if I'm going to learn yet another tactic of threading stuff together this book or not. Like, I don't know.
I actually took the character, and then I came up with a whole bunch of their character traits. And then I made a big list of all the kinds of problems this character could have, and kind of in correlation to their character traits.
Sure.
So, when I went through thinking about all the problems that this character would have because of their typical character traits, that's how I formed the arc of their internal conflict of how they would change and things like that. So I came up with a character and then their character traits and what kind of issues, and then obviously their issues from how they got those issues, where they started to where they end up, and release the problem. If that makes any sense. Like
Yes.
brainstorming out loud. Which is wonderful, just to talk with you about it, talk to another writer about it.
Speaking of story threads, I was wondering, you commented on my call out, my player call out for Vampire.
It sounded like fun, but I didn't know what it entailed.
So basically, it's collaborative storytelling. Instead of writing it, I mean, I write all of my notes because I'm the storyteller, but I basically tell you the situation and you tell me how you react to it, and you interact with the other players, and I play NPCs, which are non-player characters. And yeah, so if you are interested in such things, I can add you to the group and we can do character generation and stuff.
That would be very nice. My thing is, I don't know if I could commit to every single Saturday. It's on Saturdays, right?
Yeah, you don't have to commit to every single Saturday.
Because I do have some things coming up where I don't know if I would be available on a Saturday. That's why I didn't really respond back quickly, because I do have something coming up a weekend away. And I didn't want to say yes, and then it's the first weekend I go on and I'm like, no, I can't. So,
which, I mean, like, even if that happens, that's not a big whoop.
Okay.
Like, so even if you just like guest star,
sure,
like that's fine too.
It sounds fun.
Yay!
Can't wait to see what comes out of my mouth.
Super fun.
Yeah. Fun. It sounded like a lot of fun. I definitely would be interested in that. Just DM me or.
Yeah, I'll add you to the Discord group, and we'll talk in DMs and see about putting together a character for you.
Starting to play with Discord a little bit.
Yeah.
Some people have gotten upset with me because I'm just learning. Not upset with me, but like, are you stupid? Because like, I joined somebody's Discord and I just said, hey, just a random hi. And they're like, you need to explain who you are, what you do, da 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 da. You can't just jump in any Discord. And I'm like, oops, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I know. I'm like, that's not how the Discords I've been in work, but.
Well, I like mine pretty chill.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But
that sounds like a lot of people
trying to get a feel for it.
Yeah, I'm not really big on super big servers. There's only a couple that I watch, and they're mostly muted, but I pay attention to their announcements because they're usually like, like Vampire 5th Edition,
right,
or Twin Cities by Night, or Chainmail, a Chainmail artisan that I know, like when he goes live, like that's all I need to know. Like whatever announcements they make, that's what I'm interested in. I'm not necessarily interested in I start strong interacting in a group like that, in a big group like that, in a universe like that. But like I usually taper off because it's
so much
exhausting. It's exhausting.
I've been following people on Twitch recently also too. So I just started using that a little more.
The writer community is actually growing on Twitch. I noticed that it is now a category.
Ooh, because last night I was going through Twitch trying to find writing channels, and I found it very difficult.
Yeah, because it's still a very small community.
which means it's new and growing. So
Mm-hmm.
wonderful place to be right now. And
All right.
you want to do one more sprint, or you?
Absolutely.
All right, one
Absolutely.
more. And thank you for all the great tips too. I have a lot to think about on this next sprint. So I appreciate
Woo!
it. And let's see. I'm gonna use I believe Joan Ninja Hen here. If I can share this. All right. All right, Sako, do you want to count us down?
3, 2, 1, sprint.
How'd you do?
I did great. I summed up my scene and I smoked a cigarette and got myself a fresh drink. And I'm thinking of breaking into the next scene instead of formatting book things. I don't know.
And I met my goal for today.
Yay!
Yeah, I did 3 single space pages today. And I actually switched to dictation today, and I haven't been using dictation in a while, but I really have enjoyed it, going through all my note cards of my plot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took it from my notebook outline and put everything I wanted them to do along my entire journey.
Wow.
I put a note for each section of what they do next, of what happens. So that was my pre-writing work.
Cool.
And I found it's a lot easier to look at this and talk to the dictation than it is to look back and forth and type and do that. But I am going to have to go back and add more detail because I'm kind of just going through here and putting the main...
Zero drafting is what I call it.
I'm still drafting, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I'm moving very quickly today. So I think that's... Ooh, Sako gives me good vibes.
Yay!
I'm getting a lot done with you, so.
Excellent. Excellent. Hi, Charlie. How's it going, Charlie?
I sent you a link just in case, Charlie. But we're pretty... We've gotten 3 sprints in already.
Yeah, we have.
So not too bad. And I've learned a lot too. We've talked about a lot of different things. So
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Let's see. What have I been working on? I have been working on stuff that I haven't been tracking. All right.
I feel so great. Everything else today is bonus. That feels so good. Then sitting down to write at like 4 or 5 and like now I feel like everything I do today is like is progress, you know?
Yeah.
Meeting goals, but progress. So everybody has their different view of that. So
writing miscellanea. We'll put it that way. Let's see. I did it from 8 to 9:50 or something like that. And then I did it just now. How long have we been at this? For an hour, right?
We started at almost about 12:15, 10 after.
Right. Cool. Hi, Charlie. Oh.
Well, whenever he's there.
She.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am so dumb. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm here. I had to mute because I realized I still had the stream going in the background and I needed to quickly turn it off so there weren't echoes.
Yeah.
How are you today?
I've been better.
But I hope today, joining this stream, you will feel better than blah.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on trying to write right now, and I'm just doing music.
Have you been having coffee out of your Mandalorian cup?
Yes, I have. I actually saved it for the Fanfiction Friday stream, and that was the first time I used it, was during Fanfiction Friday, because I felt like that was the best way to inaugurate its usage.
I think Sock the only one who didn't get the package I sent.
Huh.
So everybody else that I sent something to, I've heard back from, and then I'm like, what's going on? I sent this like way before Christmas. So
yeah, no package.
Mine only arrived a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. So that's no.
So you never know. It might still be wending its way through the system.
It's going to be a Valentine's present.
Happy in bulk.
Oh, yeah. Are you down for any more writing sprints? I think we're going to go a little bit longer. If Sako wants to go a little longer, you just joined us, so.
That's
What
up
do
to you. I
what are
just
you
thought
working on?
it would be fun to come in here real quick and say hi.
Oh.
Because
And please forgive me.
you know
I'm
how it is. You know, you gotta have you gotta keep your energy up.
That's an eraser, right?
Yeah.
All those little tiny goodies, right?
Yep. It was amazing. Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm glad you're smiling. A little bit for a
A little
moment.
bit.
We can I got a special banner for that.
Don't forget to smile because you can.
Yeah.
Can't. Is that always possible?
I tell you what, when I'm seething angry and I want to like actually be like someone who like goes after people, I learned a trick to smile. Hold a smile even at your worst moment for 5 seconds, and it can relieve some of that.
It really can. And
Force yourself, yeah. And then you're just like a smiling psycho. Like I don't know. I try. I'd rather smile instead of cry, you know?
I smile when I'm mad, but that's because I'm vindictive.
I smile when I'm mad because obviously you pushed me past anger and now I'm planning something like, wait, I'm
Exactly.
yeah. It's horrible. It takes a lot for me to get even upset with somebody because
Yeah.
I'm only human and I make so many mistakes. I don't try to take things too personally
Yeah.
because I make so much mistakes myself. But you have to really be like egging me.
Something terrible had to have happened for me to be mad.
Yeah, it takes a lot for me. It takes a lot for me. Some people are very relentless, though. So
It takes a lot to piss me off, but once I'm there, I stay there.
I try to just walk away and do my own thing and color a picture. Color a picture.
I know I spent the week just invoking the archangels just to sit in the healing energy, just constantly calling in all the good, all the goodness into life.
I'd pass you something to calm you down, but I can't. Hold a stone.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm surrounded by like my rocks and crystals right now.
Oh, yeah, I have so much
It's
selenite and citrine. I have so much.
Sounds like the week was
Tiger
really rough on you too.
Yeah, the inside of my skull feels like it's got like jello in it, like a blender went crazy and splattered everything everywhere.
Oh.
Like it's been a rough week. Like, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I hope you get some rest.
I've had a very, very rough weekend, but now that it's Monday, I'm changing my mindset. So
Well,
only control what we can control, and mindset is something we can. So
like I keep saying,
bit.
like this is the year that my entire like being is dedicated to trying to find joy wherever I can find it, and to bring that for myself and for others. And that's one of the reasons why I switched over to just making music. Like I've been for the last couple of days making an original song. I've been doing the remixes, but I've been doing an original because it's calming, it's soothing, and it makes me happy. And hopefully if it makes me happy, it might make others as well.
Yeah.
I'm always happy when I'm around you, Charlie.
I'm making a track right now that I just titled Discovery of Joy. And it makes me smile.
I think I was going through Charlie withdrawal since Heather dropped the Thursday night streams that we used to stream together.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while. So it's good.
It's been a while.
Not too bad. I'm going to set up the next timer. Let's see.
Yeah, if you got a bolt, Charlie, and take some rest, like we're not affected if you
Yeah, I just wanted to come in and say hi and like let people know that like I'm not like if it feels like I'm avoiding anybody, I'm not. I'm just trying to take care. And yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody is just trying to take care at this point. Like Sako and I were talking a little bit earlier. We feel like 2020 feels like the last year was almost stolen, you know, in a smaller sense, not like that, but just we got to figure out new ways of doing things. That's all.
Yep.
So,
So
I said that more. I feel like 2020 was stolen from me a little bit, but it's changing mindset, being productive, finding new ways to do things, and we'll all be okay.
So peace, light, and blessings to you all, and I will see you all when I see you.
Good to see you, Charlie.
Bye.
And let's be productive a little bit more since we have had such a great morning. I've met my goals. Sako's been super productive. So let's get back to work a little bit longer. And I'm going to put a 20-minute timer up. Is that good with you, Sako? Wonderful. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, hold on. If I can get it. Why is this? This is me. I'm sorry, guys. It's not letting me share this. Ready? Sprint. Hi, everybody. And that was the timer. That was our fourth. Was that our fourth sprint?
Sure was.
Feeling pretty productive. Went back through, made some corrections, some editing on some of the dictation mistakes.
Oh,
I don't have to do that later. And what are you working on? How'd you do?
I am going through the book, Amber's book, and making sure everything is congruent and like addressing some of the stuff that she made note of.
Nice. And I couldn't, even while I was editing, I couldn't stop thinking about Charlie. So I'm sending well wishes out to you, and no, I hope you're okay. And forgive me, but I love you. And we're all going through different things, so
Yep.
try to remain clear-minded as possible. And for me, that's trying not to make stupid little mistakes. So just being mindful, trying to be mindful of.
I made lots of stupid little mistakes as I was running through this document the first time.
Yeah, it can be tough. Is it easier to do other people's work than your own? Like go over other people's things than your own work?
It's not necessarily easier or harder.
Right.
Content, once I get into formatting, like design work, like it stops being words and starts being like form. Like I just see,
mindset.
I just see different shapes. Like I don't even see the text.
That's interesting.
But that means I notice things like rivers and widows and orphans and stuff like that a lot easier.
Okay.
Which really bugs me because this book is in full alignment, which means that both sides are aligned. But what this does is that it increases the spacing between words so that it can reach one end to the other.
Okay.
Most books are fully aligned, but they often have a typesetter go through and actually address all of that stuff. But I don't know that I have the energy to fix all of that, nor do I have the time. And
it's different for ebook and paper version too, right?
It is.
So that's a lot.
So it's easier. It's easier to start with print, and then you can whittle it down to. You can take things away for it to be ready for ebook.
Right. It's a lot of work. Writing books is a lot of work. So I guess that's one bonus about 2020. I've had a lot of time, more time to focus on writing than probably the year before that. So
maybe.
No, definitely. I've definitely read more craft books. I've been home a lot more, learning a lot more online from other writers and creators. I wouldn't have probably spent that much time online if I was out busy all the time. So I've
2020 was good to me in that regard.
I've learned a lot of things,
Yeah, 2020 was good to me in regards to learning a lot. And like, if it wasn't for quarantine, I probably wouldn't have released my book.
Well, there you go. That's awesome. And I probably wouldn't have written my last one or started this one. So,
right.
I may have, but maybe not as focused.
So
I got you. Feeling pretty good today so far.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed streaming with you, Sako.
It's been super fun working together.
Oh yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've learned quite a bit about formatting already from you today, so I appreciate that. Just the discussion, and it's about 2:15.
So it's been exactly 2 hours.
Yeah. You think you want to shut it down? Or you want or one? It's up to you. One more, or shut it down. We've done.
We can go ahead and shut it down. I think now is a good time for a break.
I'm pretty good. I feel pretty good too because I met my goals. Actually, I went over my goals for today,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not going to procrastinate the rest of the week just because I met my goal on Monday. So, thank you for joining me. And do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Hi, folks. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, or you're looking to be a witch or a witch, please drop by my channel. I would love to see you. Thank you for joining us.
And thank you for joining me. And my name is Bonnie. My channel is Bonnie's Writer Life. And in 2021, I'm going to try to post more vlogs, writing vlogs, and posts of what I'm working on and updates on my path to publishing a novel. And so hopefully that'll be this science fiction fantasy. And I hope to see you on Mondays around 12 o'clock if you want to do more writing sprints with me. And if you're interested in streaming with me, go ahead, get up in my DMs, and I'll get back to you. So thank you for joining us, everybody, and have a great afternoon and stay productive. Keep writing. Bye.
Bye.